today's subject is being married or single. First, let us go. Okay? Why some people want or going to stay single. There are several reasons, according to my observations. Several reasons. One, physically not potent enough. Not potent enough. That means physically weak and does not feel particularly sexual desire, sexual appetite. So, that means physical, emotional, potency is question. Among them, many people find biologically less potency for sexual problems. Various reasons, but major reason is what they have been eating. Energy from heaven and earth goes, and that branched out various ways through the chakra. Oracles. This energy should be active. In other words, brain to be active as well as physical activity, both to be. If goes towards this only, this brain don't work well, and more physical part only. This go too much, and this less, then brain only working, but sex, etc., don't work. Example, food which make the energy up too much, upward energy too much. What kind of food making upward energy? In type of food. Example? Great, coffee. Coffee. Alcohol, yes. Sugar. Any other? Pardon? Drugs, very good. Any other? Fruits, very good. Especially tropical fruits. Chocolate, mint tea, peppermint tea, stimulants. Okay, stimulants. Any other? Among vegetables, what kind of vegetables? Leafy vegetable, not much. Okay? Very good nightshade, very good. Like eggplant. Yeah, tropical fruits, tomato, etc. Okay? And these things make energy up. Then you lose sexual potency, vitality. In the case of man, like power of election, etc., don't come. And often among them, good brain person is there. Thinkers, studies, or spiritual type of person, etc. Because energy go up by eating those things many. But weak is climatically speaking, Earth, equate, more northern part, more tropical parts, which are more sexually active or sexually inactive. How about here? Comparing that, what? More active. They are growing products, grain or vegetable, etc., more young because of colder climate and need quite often cookings, more salt, etc. And weather itself is more like that, like atmospheric condition. So God told this way, more. While people who are living in this area, tropical area, eating quite often like that, and weather go like this, climatic condition, atmospheric condition go up. So more go this way, so less this way goes. Okay? Except people who eat in that climate, what kind of food? Animal food, meat, eggs, chickens, etc. Decently more and more goes, then becoming very active, that part too. But at the same time, because of this weather, so this way go, that way go, right? Then how goes? Chaotic sexual relations, sexual appetite, as well as war begin. Violence, war, riots, etc. begin. Anyway, that is one of these. If friends who are drinking coffee every day, imitating someone, try stop coffee for 1 week. You know sexual potency come back. You know. You can see very easily. If you cannot see, then ask your wife or girlfriend. They know very clearly. But the coffee is making the potency down. thinking cause. You cannot sleep well if you're doing coffee in the night. Right? Nighttime, even nighttime. B, food which make body cold. Cold body. Cold body. When you shake hand, sometimes very cold hand. Not cool, cold. Cold. These cold hand show the body itself cold naturally does not get the sensational the activity, energy don't go active. So in the case of ladies, women become frigid, frigid, cannot feel. In the case of man, also do not have active seeking, more becoming alone. What kind of food making the body colder? Coffee is not necessarily making body cold. But some of them among that, tropical fruits make very cold. Cold. Summertime, hot, so many people want to have fruits. That's natural. But if over, that too much cool goes. Too much fruits. Any other? Cold drink, very good. Icy drink. Any other? Very good. Soy milk. Very good. If you take every day soy milk, sexual impotency comes. Okay? Potency becomes down. Very good. Any other? You can think, right? What kind of food you want to eat during hot summertime to make you cold? Very good. Various flavor now available. You can choose any one of them. Very good. Raw tofu. Raw. Any other? Do you know that somen? White somen. Somen, white. But very delicious. Very thin noodle. Very delicious. That usually summertime they serve with lemon or with vinegar and with ice and cold soup. It's very delicious, but at the same time, this becomes questionable. Okay? Anyway, making the food making colder. Tomato make cold. Eggplant making cold. Furthermore, making cold, like, do you know that the very well-known fruits which make us sexually impotent? Very good. Figs. In America, what kind of fruits? One particular fruit is, pardon? No. Banana is not growing in America. Of course, banana is, if you take too much, then no good. What?
Apples, eggs, raisins, mango, prunes. I give up. Orange.
Don't give up so easily. Avocado. Very good. Avocado. Okay. Of course, those banana, papaya, mangoes, etc. is making you cold. But like Southern California or Texas, so forth, many avocado. Right? And even here, some people take avocado. Right? Avocado makes sexually impotent or sexual potency down. Okay? Figs also. So these things are well known, right, traditionally. So like pregnancy comes, okay, or pregnancy, to avoid pregnancy, or when pregnancy comes, then like to avoid the continuation of the pregnancy. If they take food which make it colder, then miscarriage arises. Okay? Miscarriage. Such as figs, such as avocado, such as tropical fruit juice, etc. Right? Then cold and miscarriage. These biological problems is making troubles. But nowadays, very popular one is this one. Okay? Marijuana, LSD, etc., cocaine, so forth. Really make sexually down, ability down. Okay? Among that, very interesting, someone who stimulates coffee, alcohol, drugs, some stimulants, mustard, pepper, curry. Those things temporarily make sexual abilities, make temporary up, then down. If repeat, no more up, continuously down goes. That is because of nervous action, nerve actions. Okay? When we get those things, temporary nerve react. By that, temporary activate, hormone, etc., temporary activate. But soon that nerve reaction becoming monotonous, no longer reacting, then more paralyzed condition. Whoever feel foot, leg cold in the night have more or less these conditions. Okay? And when you are sleeping together, your husband, your wife's foot and leg is cold, that means that day or that night temporarily arising this condition. If that is chronical, then really chronical down potency. Okay? If you take, suppose, try low up, like after dinner and before you sleep. Okay? One low up. Take several days. Try, see how your foot to become cold. One time may not happen, but if you continue several days, foot to become cold when you sleep. Okay? Then naturally this part becoming colder, okay? And than this part. Okay? Well, naturally can't have good sexual relation. Okay? You can test yourself. Okay?
What was that you take? What was that?
Apple, raw apple, raw apple. Raw orange is okay. Raw apple, raw orange okay. Right? You can try. Okay? Several days. Okay? It's not harmful for your death, right? So you can try it. Okay? Next. However, sexual impotency also arises. This category of food is what? Generally, very in. Very in. But sexual impotency also arises by excessive eating of very young. Fire rice. Example, what kind of food? Meat, eggs. Any other?
Salty.
Very salty food. Any other? Baked food, etc. Yes. Those things, if you eat small volume, not harmful for sexual potency, or making sometimes sexually active. But if taking constant too much, forgetting about other balance, like green vegetables, this, that, etc., then becoming, number one, becoming tight and tighter. Okay? Energy doesn't go active. Sexual action is need energy active. Upward one, downward one, active. Okay? But this tight, then don't go active. Energy stagnation goes. Okay? Tightness goes. By that, sexual impotency arises. Also, in the case of eggs or meat, if taking every day like steaks, etc., then sexual desire is there, but here, prostate becoming more tumor formings or enlargement, okay? And by that, or prostate cancer develops, so forth. By that, can't perform sex. Same things in the lady, like fibroid tumor, by overeating those animal protein, animal fat, as well as like too much fat, cheese, dairy food, right? Like, and then ovarian cyst or the uterine cancer, etc. Right? That make impossible to have sexual relations. So, in order to have good sexual vitality, you need balancing good food. Usual macrobiotic people, okay, some areas macrobiotic people, if take a little bit fish, a little bit fish, or fried food, fried rice, etc., maybe once a week, twice a week, then immediately sexual ability go up, and endurance also go up. This is very well, you can see yourself. Among grain, what kind of grain making sexually strong? Very good. Buckwheat. Buckwheat is making very sexually strong. So buckwheat noodle or kasha, if you take frequently, making daily endurance and sexual strength continue. If macrobiotic person for many years, 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, usual people's sexual ability or potency gradually down. Right? But if you are a good macrobiotic person, then don't go down, continuous. The frequencies or the ability just don't go down. I don't know that more than 60 years, because I have personally no experience yet. But so far, up to 60 years old, I can see no down. These abilities, right? They said no down. All right? Okay. These people who are eating without knowing plenty comes biologically, physically, emotionally impotency or less potency. And so he or she does not particularly seek partners. They are single. They stay single without much difficulties. That one category. Second category is what? Second category is not necessarily sexual ability or appetite, but physically, mentally sick. Suppose if she has ovarian cancer or uterine cancer, she has emotionally love, but can't do. If she has leukemia or you have leukemia, cannot have the power, cannot have vitality, weak. Same thing if you have like sciatic nerves, pains, or arthritis, it's difficult to perform sexual actions. Or if you have lung tuberculosis, although mentally wants to very much, quite often, right? Many cases of lung tuberculosis make patient wants to have sexual relations, but it's very difficult. If they do it, then become worse. Okay? So mental illness, which is spreading now, again making them difficult to have usual normal sexual relations. Okay? This is so many people now, right? Coming. This is second category. Third category. They do marriage. They have the sexual partner or girlfriend, boyfriend, but they don't, their relation can't continue. Relations cease soon. Or need to change partners often. This category, many, including some of you, right? You live with some girl or some boy, right? 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, then cease. Again, right? You seek someone. Right? Again, right? Relation begins, then again you cease. Right? You married, 2, 3 years later, divorce. Again you marry, 2, 3 years later, 4, 5 years, again divorce. Okay. 5. This is a big subject. Okay. We can discuss later that, okay? 4th category. This is a person who put his work or her work before sexual problems. In other words, works or ambitions, whatever, right? The purpose. They put the first position, and sex, etc. Because of that, not important. Don't think that. Very busy. What I like to do, what I like to achieve in this life, therefore very busy for that. So, marriage, I do not care much. Or having girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't care much. Physically okay, mentally okay, but very, very busy for his work, for his dream, for her mission, or whatever. Among there, A category is like many spiritual religious people there. Many religious people. Religious type people. But religious type of people's way of eating is more going this way. So naturally they do not feel much sexual appetite. Yes, may have some, but comparing with others, not much, because usually they do not eat meat, etc. Then together with has his spiritual aim or this aim or that aim, putting a first purpose. So this less. Or even some strange belief goes in some religious teachings. Sex is sin. Or avoid it, should avoid it. Okay? This thing. Not all religious people, not all, but some. Okay? Definitely some, that kind of the tendency is there. Okay? Or sex disturbs his life purpose, or disturb his spiritual development. That type of thinking. Is that really true thinking, true? or not? Right? We have to think well. Right? What do you think? Sex does disturb spiritual development? Okay. Let's discuss later, okay? B is not particularly spiritual religious reasons, but it's busy. Busy for the purpose, for the work, etc. So it's not much think that, not much time, not much thinking. Then, besides these people who are staying single, also in this category, a person temporarily staying single while he or she is training himself, herself. Training. Training. Physical training, spiritual training, or studies, etc., etc. Time changed, so I do not know present-day college life. But when I was college students, everyone studying very well, so we could not think that things. If thinkings, sometimes conversation comes. Then general feeling is, oh, he is wasting time. Now is at our study time. But after we finish study, then we can have romance, we can have a marriage or whatever. Not now. And that training period, that is there, still here and there, right? Some trainings. When you put to that situation. Also like battles, war. Right? Man goes battlefield, woman stay home, temporary. Right? No partners available. But put war or battles forefront. For that, those sexual problem is the secondary, third problems. Now fight is the first problems. Something like that. These case also there, right? Just to stay single, being single. But that's the unusual case. Problem is this can be corrected by macrobiotic way and good activities. Many of them can be prevented, and also many of them can be recovered. Again, good way of eating and good activity for them, changing lifestyles. This is a problem. This is a problem. This is not much problems because he or she has such physical health, but because of time, because of putting the purpose in the front, so he or she is not necessarily wanting that or avoiding that. Except the concept. This we must really serious, must talk whether it's true or not. Let's continue. About yin and yang problems that like man becoming too yin, women becoming too yang, etc. We should not misunderstanding that good quality of yang, good quality of yin, and bad quality of yang, bad quality of yin. Yin, yang, good quality. bad quality. Good quality of ink is thoughtfulness. Thought. Gentleness. Tenderness. Patience. Sensitivity. Artistic. Intuitive. More spiritual, etc. Right? Bad quality of ink. What is it? Bad quality. More like complaining. More like depressive. More like darkness. Pessimistic. Lazy. And various others, right? Good quality of young, active, keep busy, good memory, expression is clear, smart and swift, creative, adventurous, etc. Bad quality of young. Aggressive, angry, balance, destructive, etc. We should have good quality of yin, good quality of yang. We should not have bad quality of yin, bad quality of yang. So, in order to have good quality of yang, good quality of yin, we should get this yin and yang from more vegetable quality, grain, beans, vegetables, etc., so forth. And yet stay away very extreme yin, such as sugar, chocolate, so forth, which makes that. And animal food, too much is making this very easy. But even vegetable quality, if cooking is wrong, create this too. Some macrobiotic people also goes. That matter of cooking. So, woman should have this, also man should have this too. So man should have this, also man should have that. Just matter of more male expression, more female expression. More male expression, more female expression. Both should be. Male expression, female expression, male expression, female expression. We should have both. And these negative qualities, in time, if eating well, in time will disappear. But takes time. Yes, month to month, year by year, getting better and better. But not 2-3 years. Takes time. Usually takes about 7 years. 7 years. Then, generally, bad quality, which were cultivated by pizza pie, ice cream, or steak, or hamburgers, or chickens, etc. A bad quality, or sugars, chocolate, so forth, disappears. About 7 years. Average. Then becoming more, developing these characters. As disappear more and more developing that. But meanwhile, those 7 years period, sometimes may become, your husband or wife become angry or aggressive or balanced or darkness, pessimistic. That experience goes still up and down, becoming less and less and less. Then 7 years passed, about, someone maybe 6 years, someone maybe 8 years, but average about 7 years. Then begin no longer experiencing those things apparently, but new dimension begin. Thinking start to change, view of life change, and whatever in the past was appreciating or think that good, now start to change. So puzzling period comes. Puzzling. What is life? What is my future? What should I do? Something like puzzling. Temporary something like empty feeling. Now, I don't feel that whatever the society or my past, whatever thing, not interested or value there. Yet I don't know what is really value there. What really I should do. There are some periods, wandering period. At that time you should be anyway active and anyway keeping eating well. Then new vision begin, new horizontal, new horizon begin. And then becoming more and more your direction become clear, what you do. Then by this, becoming very wonderful personality begin. It takes time, because 20 years, 30 years, 40 years we have been eating so bad food. It takes time. Same things, marriage life, or boyfriend, girlfriend living together. To make really fitting together takes time. Takes time. Because each two persons have different background, different way of eating, different family orientations, maybe different language, different cultures. As some friends pointed out, ethnic background, different so forth, educational background, different so forth. That's two different persons getting together, living together. That is, to adjust it, to adapt it, takes really time. At that time, if you have this quality, soon angry comes, soon aggressive attitude, soon the pessimistic comes, etc. Short temper also comes. Okay? So then you give up. Because you don't have patience, you don't have thoughtfulness, you don't have good vitalities. So give up. So while you are giving up, or soon changing mind, you must know still you have here. Still bad quality, still remaining. Although you have been eating some airs, macrobiotic way, still there. In order to accelerate cleaning your body and mind, you need activity. Activity. Also, you need this brushing, scrubbing your bodies. Point is, meridians keep flow, making active. Okay? That's maybe tomorrow, because of time, tomorrow I will touch. That is, our body is really spiritual things. If energy is enough, heaven and earth energy as well as atmospheric energy and meridians energies, all that is same things. That is energy grow. We don't need much eating. We don't need much drinking. Or eating, drinking should contribute and help to secure, to develop good energies. But presently eating and drinking is to block that energy. That's why trouble goes. And many people, which we discussed this afternoon, right? The bottom cause is what? One word. Bottom cause. Cause of can't work or cannot the judge make mistake to choose. It's the bottom cause is. What is it? Bottom cause? Fundamental, essential cause is what? What kind of food? What is it? What is the bottom of overeating?
Attachment.
Animal food eating too much. Animal food eating too much. Meat, poultry, chickens, etc. Animal. That is the bottom cause. By that, you seek sugar, you seek drugs, you seek this, you seek that, and making very in. Right? Same thing, by that, make aggressive, etc. Right? And seeking very in, by that, bad quality of in, then become like. The animal food eating is the bottom. Then, furthermore, cause 5 people ate or try to eat animal food. The problem is 5. What is the cause which make people seek animal food? If even though cattle industries, egg industries, dairy food industries, all propaganda going on, advertising going on, but if people do not want, didn't become such increase. Right? But these 60 years, 100 years, tremendous increase of animal food consumption. Right? And what is the cause to accelerating that animal food consumption? What is it? Grain for? Okay. Let's put aside that problems, okay? Then let's try to find out. Couple, marriage couple, husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend, for whatever. Couple who has been doing well, going long time. Okay? What type of couples? Okay? Maybe from your outside observation, or maybe about your parents, maybe your own experience. What kinds of couple is really continuing long way? There are many things we can say. Now let's go one by one, okay? Anyone, please say. Everyone agree? Good communication, she said. Everyone agree? Easy to talk to each other. Anything. Okay? Easy to talk to each other. And therefore, naturally, quite often talking goes, quite often, right? Communication goes. Easy to communicate. Easy to talk. Express. Communicate. Some wife came to see me and she said, my marriage is so difficult. I can't talk to my husband. Every time I try to talk, I have to think whether husband become angry or husband ignore and so forth, and must choose some time when husband is very smiling. At that time, must talk. It's very difficult for me, all the years I have been living with him, to communicate with him. That is totally not good, right? Relations. Whenever you like to speak, whenever you like to talk, you can talk very easily. Right? Each other should be a very good important point. Without hesitating, you can talk. Okay? Next point. Anyone? Trust. Trust. What is trust, more practically speaking? Trust.
Honesty.
Honest. Yes.
Respect.
Respect. Trust. This word is very questionable. Practically, more better words.
Relaxation. Relax. It's a very good word. Understanding. Love. Unconditional.
No fear.
Discrimination. Sometimes you
Commitment.
Sometimes you can't trust somebody. Discriminate.
I think it's not being insecure about your partner.
No suspicion. Right? No suspicion. No suspicion. No doubtfulness. No suspicion. That may be trust. Yeah. In other words, knowing about him, about her, knowing well. Know well each other. Know each other well. No doubt, no suspicion. Whether he is telling lie, whether she is hiding something. No lie, no doubt, no suspicion. Third, next, third, anyone?
Common dream.
Good. Same direction, same dream, common dream. Or same direction. Which doesn't mean do same things. Okay? All right? His approach, her approach is different. Okay? Should be different. When he pack the food, the brown rice bag, she pack a brown rice bag. When she cook brown rice, he cook also brown rice at the next of her. It doesn't work. Common dream, but sharing different area. Okay? Sharing different areas. If you share same area, doesn't work. Everyone has uniqueness as well as everyone has weakness. So that unique character, unique abilities take care of certain unique things, certain things. And then she or he has a certain other uniqueness, so she take care of that. Next condition. Next.
Flexibility.
More practically speaking.
Independence.
Appreciation or love, there's something like that.
Do more practically speaking. Many of your words is conceptual, more practically speaking.
Responsible, communication.
There needs to be a degree of spirituality in a relationship.
Very conceptual. Very important condition, right, is when we see that the long time that the couple continuing, etc. Both are healthy. Okay? Not much sickness. Yes, from time to time sickness arises, of course. Okay? But it's not serious long time. Generally healthy. Health. Any other? How about economical issue? Economical issue. How about when you see that the couple going happily the long life? How economical issue goes?
Stable.
Economical issue is not separate one. One. Not separately they are managing. Okay? One person managing economical issue. Economically, one. Like home accounts, for example, right? Home accounts. Either joint account or one person name, whatever. One person is more taking responsibility, taking care. One, not separate. Usually, who should take care? Home accounts. Pardon? Wise man make his wife or girlfriend take care. Better do that way if you have happy family. When wife take care or woman take care, then what kinds of good points both get?
Well, I think when you're the person, if the man is the person who's making the money of the partner, they should have as easily as someone who's...
That is your fear. That is your fear. That is lack of trust. Man make money, okay, weekend, man gets salaries, whatever. Man who can't give that check endorsing to her, and she put bank, keep bank account for whatever needed she pay off. When husband need money, then she give the money, coffee or transportation every day, $5, $10, $20, whatever. Man who do not satisfy that, man does not really loving and respect, trust wife. Business account, that's different. Okay? Business is, that's different. That man may be more participating in that business, or maybe women may have some different business. That's business account. I'm talking about home account. Home. This is, I think, for many man and woman, modern age would be difficult. if you get $300 per week, yes, you give part of that. Part of that you keep it. And you like to spend freely that part. Okay? Right. Yes, she needs, or for children's food or this and that, etc. So I give about $300, $200, but $100 I keep, etc. Goes. Many cases. Same thing, woman. If she gets money, keep part and keep. Right? This is really difficult in the both person live together. Directly, indirectly, actually making difficult. You may file joint tax return or separate, maybe separate tax return in that case. But regardless, we cannot separate account that expenditure, like cooked food or clothing or this and that car may be using this two-person usings, and food sharing two persons or whole families, living on the rent, etc., sharings. Right? We cannot separate from here to here that this, from here to husband or wife, etc. Cannot, just one. Then one account, one person take care, mainly, is more logical, more practical. If you have such trust, then man is, suppose man has such trust and can do it, man is qualified as a good husband. So same thing with woman, if woman earns from outside as a good one, good partner. Here I got, please. In case divorce happens, it's much easy. Just you pick up toothbrush, dentist, give me $5 for coffee, goodbye. You don't need to settle in the court because everything already to your wife. Unless you have such trust upon himself, upon her, really happy marriage life can't continue. Cannot continue. There are some kind of hiding factors for the use of money. Hiding factors. But I would say this is difficult for many people. Okay? Many people difficult. So I don't say forcing to you, do that from tomorrow. Bank will be surprised. Many people change account. I don't say that, but I'm saying that is future your goal. If you like to have really happy marriage life. I don't like myself to keep my bank account. I don't have bank account. Because I don't like to be bothered. This is how much this bill is. American Express or this, that, travel expense or this, that. But I don't like to be bothered. So I don't want to touch the checkbook, so forth. But whatever, right? Whatever you think, suppose if, okay, you marry, right, with some ladies, some girl. Suppose you give to her 100% your earnings. I tell you that business account different, okay? Business op, that's it. Okay? Give 100%. And she maintain account, she pay off from that. Right? She's managing food, clothing, whatever necessary. What that ladies, your wife think? What does she think? For what about your trust? Number one, she's happy. Number two, she should become more responsible. Right? Number three, she is able to manage as she wants home management or accounts, so forth. Right? And so she become more creative, more think budget, more think next month I will do this, whatever, right? And more like feeling the for future, right? Develop dreams, plannings, etc. Right? In her mind. On the other hand, if you are giving the part, food is this, and clothing is this, children this, home rent this, therefore this much I give you. If you have that takings, then maintenance is going on, but not future bright, right, dream. Right, is not there. When suppose you divorce, a person who fights in the court, this we must split that, etc., etc., right? 50-50, right? Whatever we earned, right? Split this and that. That is a court issue. But if you are really healthy person, and really healthy person who has a confidence in him or in her, we don't need to argue. Give everything to your partners. From tomorrow, from zero, you can begin anytime again. Freely. You should have that kind of confidence in you. Your guts, your endurance, your hard work, your health. You should have that kind of confidence. From that confidence, you can love people, you can help people. If you have no confidence, you can't help people. You are fear, afraid. So you keep for you something. Something. Then naturally, your partner also keeps something for herself. Something. Then there, confliction, competition, subconsciously, consciously goes. Next condition, or next things which, right, among the happy couple or whatever long time continuing couples, what you see? What do you see? Anyone? Yes.
Attraction or polarity.
more practically speaking.
With sex.
Yes, both are good sex. Sexually good. Of course, that related to health. Can you talk about your desire of sex freely to your partner? Can you talk? Or some friends, don't you feel difficult to communicate about your sexual desire, whatever? Do you feel difficult? Would you raise a hand if you feel difficult? 1, 2, 3. Only 3 friends? I don't think so. Man, practically everyone, almost everyone, I think. Not tonight, oh, I like to have this way, but, right? Okay. But well, if I speak in this, that, you cannot talk frankly. You can't request frankly. Then, because you can't talk, you doesn't talk, so partner don't know. Partner also difficult to talk to you. Maybe both are seeking same things, but they don't talk about much. And so then frustration accumulate. Then seek out someone else. Or go to the X film. Or buying that some very sexy book and secretly read. Whatever may happen.
Point number 1.
Related to point. Right. Should be sexy. Okay? Should be sexy each other. Not 24 hours. But when time cut to be sexy. And should be not concealing your feelings, more liberally acts and more liberally express. Partner should also accept it, also partner should express liberally. Okay? And both must enjoy. Many cannot do that. 5 cannot do. Difficult to express. What is underlying mind? Difficult to express. Because of a partner? Or because by you? Or both? That's thinking somewhere there. Sex is bad. Sex is dirty. So we shouldn't talk much, or I should not demand this way, that way, etc. I shouldn't express my feelings. I want to have instead this way, that way, or this way, or this way. Can't express all I want. This is one really big problem. Communication in sex problems. If nice way, you can communicate freely, it's great success in your relations. Great success. In order to do that, must wipe out sex is sin, bad things, dirty things, shameful things, etc. that inner preoccupied concept. We have to wipe it. Without sex, there is no life. Whole universe is sex, yin and yang working, constant, mass. Okay? By that universe continuing, life is continuing, mankind continuing. It's celebrating wonderful things. Of course, cannot do sexual act or anything what your partner doesn't agree, doesn't want, because giving unpleasantness, that cannot do. But at least communications should be very free. Really can talk. Do you know why many men or recent women go prostitution house or secretly like call girl or this and that cause? Because these institutions, they can express whatever they want. Do this, do that, etc. I like to do this. But at your home, cannot express to your husband, to your wife. Okay? So this part, you have to really work out. What is the problem? Rigidity is there, rigidity. As well as that sin, guilty conscience, guilty conscience. That guilt conscious six is guilt or sin. These teachings is so bad, so bad. Whatever began, wherever began, 1,000 years or many centuries began, maybe in the churches or religious teaching or therefore whatever. Sex is sin, sex is guilt. That is totally lie. That is so bad. That is so superstitious. And that must wipe out. Sex is a happy thing, sex is enjoyable things, and pleasurable things. Through that, new life comes, new energy goes, etc. But the important thing is must have the very good, healthy partner who love each other. Please, if you have that, please wipe out. In order to wipe out, if you are eating chickens, then you cannot wipe out. Chicken and cheese. Then those guilt consciousness stuck in your mind. Okay? Cannot wipe out. Wipe out that. Next. Next.
Respect.
Pardon?
Respect.
More practically speaking. Each other's character, habits, what they like to do, each other respecting that. Respect each other's works, habits, hobbies, if that don't destroy your family, your children's happiness, then let him do, let her do. Suppose while marriage life, wife may like to study music. Okay, provided that family life is not disturbed, she should study music. Suppose man wants to do something. If that doesn't disturb family life or children's happiness, then okay, she can do it, he can do it. Because life is whole life. 20, 30, 50, 60, 70 years life go together. Naturally, she like to do something. She like to learn music, she like to learn this, she like to dance, she like to this, that. He also like to do that, right? Like to write books, like to go movie, like to this, that. Respect it. Don't control it. Control. Respect it. Free. Let be free each other. As long as that is not harmful for your unity, for your children. Next. Next. Like this? Similar? Huh? Similar things. Any other? Suppose if you like to continue, right? If your husband continues certain religion, if that provided that is not harmful for your, right? Their family, so forth, that's okay. While wife goes to some other church, that's okay. If husband certain ideas, right, certain philosophy, etc., that's okay, provided it's not harmful for, right, not destroy harmful families and children. Right? So wife. Respect it. Develop it. Next. Yes, that's, yeah. Any other? Next is, many families who continue long time, much percent have children. Of course, recently, parents who have children also separate. Okay? But still percentage-wise, okay? Percentage-wise, ratio-wise, couples who have children are less separation, divorce. You know why? Same subject which both are interested, children, right? How to develop them, what kind of school goes, right? What kind of dress goes, etc., etc. Common, very keen, common, undeniable interest, concern. So that's there. Something like common, undeniable dream or work there. Now, children. So, even though wife and husband sometimes quarreling, sometimes disagreement goes, in the case of children, there, then soon that they forget that minor discrepancies. Or the recently one more different, even children separate. Next. they were eating approximately meal together. Quite often they are eating meal together. Next. Pardon? What? Belief? Belief of what? Trust or dream? Anything else besides this different? What you are saying?
She meant spiritual belief.
Or spiritual belief, such as religious belief, etc. Belief to be sane. Belief to be sane. Sane? No. To be sane?
They both believe the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, beliefs? No? No. Then belief is not needed. Belief is needed.
Yes. What you believe.
Told you believe. As an individual person is needed. As a couple, how goes then? How? As a couple.
Whatever they believe in.
Same?
No,
They don't need to have a same. They should understand each other, right? They should understand each other. Understand. Right? Whatever he believes, she should understand. Whatever she believes, she understands. Although may not be exactly the same religion, so forth. Yeah.
Maybe maybe not same religion, but
Common dream.
common belief.
This is common dream.
You see this difference between dream and patience.
Next, a family who are, or couple who are continuing long time are, they have very good communication with parents and relatives. Parents, relatives. Somewhat family traditions, they respected parents, relatives, so forth. Good communication. That strong things appeared ancestral, right? The heritage. Right? Even if not going to that extent, at least very good communication with parents and relatives. Next, both husband and wife don't have very bad habits. No bad habits. What does it mean, bad habits? Like alcoholism, okay? Or like too much drugs every day, okay? Many years, okay? Or stealing bank or whatever. Okay? Not bad habits. Okay? Not bad habits. Yes, they have interesting habits, but not bad habits. Next. They know each other. They are each other's friends. Each other's friends. They know each other's friends. Each other's teachers, each other's friends, each other's social relations.
Outside the family.
Yeah, outside family. Outside family. Husband friends, or wife's friends. Okay? This and that. Next. They know each other good points. Good points. Appreciate good points. Yes, your husband may be snoring in the night, but still your husband may be hard worker. Good points. Or your husband is maybe good singer, or your husband may not become angry. Anyway, good points. They know each other. Everyone has good points, negative points. However, don't look so much negative points. Look more good points. And praise that good points quite often. Or you are wonderful, you are handsome, or your voice was good. If his voice is not good, if he's not handsome, or your hair is nice, or your way of eating is great. Yeah, anything, right? Good points. Praise it. Praise it. By pleasure, right? Praising by wife or by woman, really man has happy encouragement. By being praised by man, oh, you are beautiful, you are wonderful. Right? Really, woman get happy, right? Feelings. Yes, I'd like to do more for him. Must appreciate each other. Right? Good points. And long time continuing relations, they were doing. Oh, you are wonderful. At this point, great, etc. Doing. Next. When any negative things comes in the life is up and down. Suppose your wife becomes sick, your husband becomes sick, or maybe accused by someone getting in the prison or whatever. Anything can happen. At that time, really care and support. Care and support when difficult arise. Hardship. Any kinds of hardship. At that time, you know your husband. What kind of husband? When you become sick, when you lay down in bed. At that time, you know really what your husband is. If that husband is good, nice husband, then he cook for you, making rice cream, this, that, and serving to you, and also giving massage, and giving ginger compress, whatever, and try to make you comfortable, try to make better. And so, same thing, wife. There are sometimes among macrobiotic wife and husband, oh, you got sick, that's your fault. What did you eat? Cure yourself. Yes, that is also great. To teach him, to teach her, that's great. Oh, yes, I did. I was fault. Yes, I have to recover. That is, yes, true. But if that is too much, then he or she feels isolated, lonesome, etc. Yes, you have to say that, or you ate bad things. Don't do again, but also you care. Helping to recover from that would be great. When we watch the people who are continuing a long life, then I like that factor going on. If difficult to talk to each other, if some doubt, suspicion is there, if no common dream, if not sharing the different things, try to do the same thing, to bump each other, if constantly other party becomes sick, economically separate, sex is not pleasant because of inner hidden feelings, and doesn't make each other allowed to do whatever they want to do, dancing, novels, this, that, any hobbies. And if not concerned about children, if doesn't eat meal together, if no good communication, parents and relatives, if bad habits there, if husband friend you don't know, so wife friend you don't know, what kind of party she's going or he is doing. He doesn't introduce his friends. She doesn't introduce her friends. If she only bad points, or he smells this, he doesn't wear the necktie well, this, that, etc. Or when you have difficulties, your husband or wife don't help, don't care, don't worry, don't love, then it's very difficult, this marriage or this couple living. It's very difficult. Any time can split. Anytime. As a whole, these kinds of relations based upon, number one, what? His or her biological, spiritual quality. Okay? That means no rigidity. Energy flow is smoothly going on through organs, through meridians, etc. Okay? Relaxing personality, happy personality, joyous personality, okay? Humorous personality, yet active. Okay? Second is both partners are compatible. Good match. Physical way, thinking way, good match. In that good match point, tomorrow, let us see how to choose partner. That is tomorrow's subject. Tomorrow. What is the choosing point? How to choose a partner. Okay? Man and woman's life sharing together doesn't end sex alone. First begin health. Unless both healthy, there is no such sex there, right? Living together is there. Right? Also, home cannot be made unless healthy. Okay? Health. Then above that, sex comes. Marriage, sex, or whatever. So honeymoon time, very active. But that is becoming more and more, less and less, become more regular. In the beginning time, it's very curious, very wonderful. You forget everything else. This is the central issue. But that soon become less central issue. More becoming an emotional aspect is important. Understanding, sympathy, caring. It's not necessarily directly sex. That emotional, caring, loving, etc. appear in the meal, appear in the flowers, right? Flower base, or appear to the rooms, appear to this, appear to that, etc. Or telephone calling, so forth. Okay? Good communication, etc. goes. That continue, but don't stop there, marriage life. More reason, intellectual thinking also, intellectual aspect. Most reason, most theories, intellectual thinking. How to manage budget, how to manage home manage economies, how to keep up this house apartment. What kind of future plan, the next day, and so forth. But again, not only that, furthermore, marriage life grow. Furthermore goes, then develop more ideological, spiritual aspect. Ideological and spiritual aspect. How we should develop children, what we should go with the societies, what we should do for war, what we should do this, that. Furthermore grow, especially after 60 years old, okay? Grow so-called spiritual world. This is marriage time, okay? Or whatever you call. Take about growing. Health continue all through, sex continue all through, emotional aspect continue all through, intellectual thing all through, social thing all through. But as time goes, more and more different aspects grow. Like tree grows, small one, then branch it out, more and more grow, more and more branch it out. Many leaves comes, flower goes, many fruits comes. Taking time, 20 years old, 30 years old, more and more as you go, more and more different aspects that come. Before that grow, many people go up, dropouts. When trees start to grow, then knock out that. Try to be different tree. Many dropouts here and there. Until this comes. More dropouts this area. Less and less. Because living together, right? Parents and children relation, this whole life relation, right? Whole life. Same things. You and your wife or you and your the partners, once loving each other, right? But the whole life problems. So there are so many different aspects, so many aspects come in. Life itself. Right? Sickness come in, war come in, poverty come in, richness come in, failure come in, business come in. So many various things comes. Right? Quarrel comes, various argument comes, or happy occasion comes. Right? There are so many various things. This is life itself. So, if you drop out, you are not experiencing whole life. Okay? Always immature, unsatisfied, immature. Many discrepancy here. Next, less and less discrepancy goes. When comes like this, becoming almost same way thinking, same way goes. When before you tell, already other party know. And same way goes. Really oneness comes. And this start to think, after she dies, after I dies, what shall we go, children, grandchildren, or society? We must develop future after we went out. Then more future, children, offsprings, or successors of our dream or whatever, how to develop them, so forth. And also in the spiritual world, what goes? Whether separate, whether cannot meet, whether can meet, whether should have in the spiritual world different life, or whatever. All these comes. But many friends, before coming, way before coming this kind of stage, already drop out. Naturally, spiritually, philosophically, doesn't go really deep enough, because no experience gains. Before you decide to separate or divorce because various argument or unpleasantness, think, if I divorce now, get another marriage, this marriage also may have also same type of argument, same type of things. So, think that. But of course, some people may not be compatible. So, compatibility, meeting harmonious character together to find, is a very important issue. So, let's study tomorrow. Any question? Thank you very much.